What is up, people of the planet? Osiris here with Osiris Gaming, doing another episode of Path of Exile. We're on episode number 9, but kind of a funny accident happened during this. I actually pressed the record button, but actually stopped recording for episode 9, did the entire rest of Act 3, and then started recording when I meant to end the recording. So we're going to go through a little bit of the content because I don't want you guys to miss out on that boss fight in the end. So we're going to kind of whiz through, but we're going to do it without using any of the waypoints or anything until like we get to Scepter of God or something like that. But we did find a funny gem while doing this, which was that monkey I was talking about earlier. Check it out. There's the monkey sitting with this guy at a pet. You can get that little monkey as a pet that one guy that was killing me had. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to go back to Act 3 here, and we're going to pull up our waypoint. You see I have them all here, but we're going to need to start at the Ebony Barracks so that we can go find those Imperial Gardens. And then we're going to head to the Scepter of God, of course, after that. So let's just go ahead and phase into those Ebony Barracks here. Not close enough. There we go. Come on. Alrighty, so to find the garden, you almost always can go straight to the right out of the waypoint, and then just till you find this foliage right here. It always is there, and you just kind of hug the corners, you know, kill everybody you need to in your way. And these guys bend over because obviously now I'm way too high for this area. But if you keep going, it should just be right past this light here. You'll go ahead and find those Imperial Gardens, and we're pretty much just going to try to run through most of this content, just because I don't want to get too far ahead of the levels of where I'm playing. I want the game to kind of be as balanced as possible so I can judge how good the rest of my characters are for this awesome one. So I'm just going to run past these guys, forget them. There's that waypoint I already got. It's almost always just straight to the right as well once you get in. Sometimes you kind of got to go left or right, but it's usually there. Yeah, forget you, big giant guy. Alright. Yeah, like I said, these guys are pretty easy. Oh, there's that hedge maze. Yeah, we're not going to go in there yet, but that's going to be good to remember in case we want to go back and do that library. I believe it's in there. There's definitely a side quest there, but we're going to continue for the sake of the video and getting back to the newer content of the game. I can come back and do that later time. So it should be just a little bit down and then up and to the right. These guys can do some serious damage back in the day in Merciless. I wonder if they're gonna be in the new content later on. If we're lucky, they'll just make new models for everything. Oh, and look who we got here. We got one of the big OP ones who dies really quickly. Glass cannons all over the place. Yeah, these guys aren't really dropping anything for me. Maybe a chromo piece, a couple of little cheap currencies. Love those one-hit kills. Alright, just like I thought, it's going to be right there. We're going to keep on running through it. We got the Scepter of God right here. And it's already open because I already collected the thing, but you guys will have like a closed door there. But for sake of time, I think let's go back to town and actually use that waypoint now like I said I was going to use. And we can just jump through some of that content because the tower is pretty redundant. It's just a bunch of levels of the same thing. Gets smaller as you go up, so we might as well just skip a few levels here. There we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna, oh, this room's a dead end. Just keep on going across the map. At this point you usually can see most of the whole level just by running through the center, or at least get a feel for it. You can find out where the next staircase is. Hopefully we find the up one, not the down one. I'm betting it's going to be behind this. Oh, these frog guys. Man, I remember when these things used to pretty much one-shot you. Well, not really one-shot, but they'd freeze you in one shot and you'd die the rest of the way pretty much from all the rest of them jumping over you. Cold damage used to get real bad. We don't even really have to pay attention to our resistances quite yet. Oh, there's our staircase. Because these things don't do nearly enough damage to even penetrate our regular armor. Alright, let's run across the cool area where it's all torn apart. Kill more of these little needle lizards. Run through. Should be pretty much on the opposite edge-ish. They don't usually generate too close to each other. And just run past a bunch of these fools. Except for the rare, of course. It drops nothing. I thought that this patio area was a thing that has to be generated every time, but I've actually come across a couple of maps that did not have it. Looks like we had a dead end there anyways. There's my cat meowing in the background. Oh man, just running all the dead ends. Don't want to get blown up on these doors here. Alright, where are we going? Follow that blue line. Ah, yeah, I see where it is, but we were just on the wrong side. Here we go. Oh wow, those things died quickly. Alright, come on, no dead ends here. Another patio. This tower's falling apart. Another dead end, are you serious? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to go all the way around to the other blue area. It's gotta be through that area over there though. This is pretty much the only part I don't have discovered at this point. Oh yeah. Another level. We'll take care of that once we get to the boss, I think. Alright, these tower levels should be getting pretty small. Nothing good out of that golden chest. Sometimes you can get lucky and get a pretty nice piece out of there, but it's only ever so often. Oh, another boss, better kill him. Alright, never mind. He's gonna just follow me over. Forget him. Alright. One more level, I think, after this one, and we should be at the Dominus is his name, I believe. Now, the first time I thought I was recording, I did not die at all, so I'm going to try to keep to that. Should be easier the second time, right? But he did not drop like anything for me. I was super surprised. All my gear's literally pretty much exactly the same as the last video. And wow, found this really quick. There's that generated thing that's always there. And pop this in. Let's see where we're going here. I'm gonna go there eventually. Yeah, we're using double swords. Let's do it. Alright. Pop the... Shouldn't need that portal just because it didn't die the first time, so I used a portal and we'll use it at the end if we need to. Alright. These guys do a lot of damage when you build them up, so it's always best to spread them out as much as possible. Everyone does pretty much a spam move on you. Obviously this guy's whirlwind, it's making it hard to hit. The other guy does some couple things. That one does poison and whipping, and then the other one in the background always has the buff on him, and he shoots a bunch of needles. You kill them all separately, and Dominus should come out and try to take me on himself. If you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself. But he's gonna be rudely awakened. Let's try to get him out of this big area of items so I can see him clearly. That's pretty much his most damaging, or at least most scary ability, is those right there, those ghosts. They come at you pretty crazy, and he can turn unlike the first boss that we had to face. Oh yeah, I love that Frostblades just kills those things when they're near him. That way he can't link them together. Does so much more damage when they're going through you. Especially with the way that shock works now. I'm gonna avoid that. Perfect. Oh snap. No, don't die, don't die, don't die. Don't die. Oh, that was so pro. Alright, look at that. He died without me even having to finish him off. Check these out. Nothing. Alright, I definitely did not mean to hit that scroll because I know I'm not going to need it. This is the easiest part of the fight. You pretty much just stand here, don't move, and kill him as fast as possible before the blood ring kills you, and you're good. So we're just going to pretty much spam it, keeping an eye on our mana pool and health pool. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Mana is my only issue right now because obviously, as you can see, he's not doing too much threatening damage. I know it's probably not going to be the same case in the next act, but we'll see. Beat him down super quick. Yeah, look at this. It's got to be the easiest fight with all these little needle things even hitting me. I didn't even have to get off of him to kill his ads. Man, doing that guy in Cruel was intense. So normally there'll be like a portal right here, but we got get to go to the 4th act here. But first we got to run a ton of ways to get to the town. The first time I went through this, it took me forever. I couldn't believe how long it was. I had totally forgotten. Maybe they changed it, but I'm pretty sure it was always this long. I didn't do this act too many times, actually. This is about the time when I was waiting for the next expansion to come out. So we're probably going to look and see how much of this we can go through. These guys do give pretty good experience because they're not too far ahead of me. And they are pretty simple still, so... First one of that so far. Alright. Yeah, like I said, these guys, they're still pretty easy. Gather them up, knock them down. Oh, another gem. Getting a lot of those lately. Now these wind guys can actually do some pretty good damage when they sit on you, so you got to be wary of them. If you have too many in a pack and you're not paying attention, they can definitely do some serious business. Alright. So it's generally just like a giant corridor that goes very like back and forth, but you're always going in the same direction, so it's pretty easy to not get turned around in this area. You just keep going straight. Turn when you have to, keep going straight, and most of the time you can just keep going until it runs out. Yeah, looks like we're right on track. You know you're getting pretty close when you find a giant version of one of these guys. You should come down like a big fat pigeon who can't walk for some reason. You'll see when he comes. Oh man, lots of them here. Running down the corridors, avoiding tornadoes. Got a nice little blue pack. Man, I can't believe how much experience I'm getting from all this stuff. Like a half level already since we leveled back there. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Here's Big Chicken Head. Alright, he does pretty much nothing. He does a cleave, which only really matters when you're in groups anyways. He does that, which does a decent amount of damage, but not even a threatening amount, and it's super easy to avoid. And look at that, he just rolls over and then a bunch of disgusting bugs come out of him. That's so gross. Oh, quick fall. Oh yeah, let's get that on. We haven't had that. We don't really need our last mana flask there, or health flask I mean. Get some charges up here and that can let us burn through content even quicker. Shouldn't be too much farther now, especially because we did kill that boss. It's definitely like the 3/4 mark on the run here. Big cluster. Oh, clusters are so nice. All that chain damage. Pretty sure what happens is it shoots out and it pierces through the first person that it goes through and then sticks into the last one, so you get a little bit of pierce damage there. Could be wrong on that. And here we are in the 4th act village, and this is pretty much as far as I got, and then started that recording and found that awesome monkey. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the comments, go ahead and smash that like button below for me, slide over to the left, and subscribe for more. We're going to be making tons more videos. We're not done with the content yet. Thank you for watching.